Hi, darling. It's so good to see you. How are you doing today? That's so good. I'm so glad you had some time to relax. Just, you're so busy. I know. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm here to make your life a little bit easier. So, this meeting, I wanted to discuss with you your dinner party. So, 2 weeks ago, you told me you want to have a dinner party at the end of the month, correct? Okay, wonderful. So, immediately, I ran to your personal chef, of course, and said, what are we making? And so he whipped up a couple of menu options for you. And then I, of course, with my passion for design, created some menu mock-ups. So I have a couple options for you today to look at for menus, and then based on which one you decide, I also have some decor options and just general like vibe questions for you for how you want this dinner party to feel. Okay? Amazing, yes. I have done all the work. You just need to make some decisions, okay? So, first things first, we have, of course, the binder. The binder is necessary. So, I have four potential menus for you to choose from. And then, like I said, once you choose, we can go from there in terms of what decor you want. Okay? Perfect. So let's start with menu number 1. So this menu, the first one is, I gave your personal chef, I said, let's do something classic, chic, dinner party. So this is the menu that he thought of for like classic, chic, simple dinner party. And then I, of course, made the design for the menu itself. So this menu, the starter is creamy burrata served with roasted cherry tomatoes, fresh basil, toasted sourdough, and a drizzle of balsamic glaze. Doesn't that sound amazing? Then for the main, we have herb roasted chicken with lemon butter served with garlic mashed potatoes, roasted asparagus, and honey glazed carrots. Then for dessert, we have a warm apple crumble served with vanilla bean ice cream. So it's a very simple menu. No surprises here, right? But I think it's very classic, very chic. And so I wanted the menu to reflect that. So my design was very simple, very clean, and very sophisticated. Okay, so that's option 1. So now option 2, this vibe is cozy fireside dinner. So we went a little more like home cooked vibe. Like imagine if you cooked it yourself. Yeah, but obviously you're not gonna cook it yourself. Like that would be crazy. Your personal chef is gonna cook it, but you could convince someone that you cooked it yourself because that's how cozy and intimate the vibe is. So this one, we have our menu, and we have these cute little heart design. I loved that. I thought it was very cute. So the starter is going to be French onion soup consisting of slow caramelized onions simmered in a rich beef broth, topped with toasted baguette and bubbling melted Gruyere cheese. Main is going to be slow braised beef short ribs cooked until fork tender in a rich red wine and herb sauce, served over creamy mashed potatoes with roasted carrots and green beans. And then dessert is going to be warm chocolate cake with a rich molten center, served with vanilla bean ice cream and fresh berries. So very much comfort food, very much warm, fill your bellies. So this is going to be the most like comfort food menu that I put together. And then the menu mock-up is this dark green color with this very, very light pink menu on the top. Yeah, I thought it was cute. Feels very cozy. Okay, next, our third menu. Third menu option is really focused on like summer vibes. So this is a summer like daytime garden party or like evening garden party. You could have it outside. We could, put up like what are those called? Like a veranda or whatever those are called. You can sit under it. We can have lots of flowers in the sunshine, You know what I mean? So, this is the summertime dinner party menu. So, for the menu, your chef came up with, for the starter, we have creamy whipped feta topped with olive oil, fresh herbs, and cracked black pepper, served with warm toasted pita, cucumber, carrots, cherry tomatoes, and colorful seasonal vegetables. So super light and fresh. Then for the main course, we have fresh salmon fillets marinated with lemon, garlic, and herbs, grilled until perfectly flaky, and served with a light Mediterranean orzo salad, roasted zucchini, and tender broccolini. And then for dessert, we have mixed berry pavlova, consisting of a crisp meringue shell filled with lightly whipped cream and topped with fresh strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and a touch of mint. So the vibe is very much refreshing, light, cool, kind of the opposite of the comfort one, I would say. So for the menu design, I decided to go with this really cute pink and white stripe pattern. And then we have these lovely florals in the corner here and a little butterfly. This just felt really light, really summertime, very refreshing and just summery, And then we have our last menu. Okay, so the last menu theme that I gave your personal chef was a night in Italy. Okay, so this is going to be an Italian themed menu. So for the preemie, see what I did there? Yeah, it's Italian. For the preemie, we are going to do a caprese salad of fresh slices of ripe tomatoes layered with creamy mozzarella, fragrant basil leaves, extra virgin olive oil, aged balsamic glaze, and a sprinkle of flaky sea salt. For our secondi, we have pan-seared chicken breast, finished in a bright lemon butter sauce with capers and fresh parsley, served alongside creamy Parmesan risotto and roasted green beans with garlic. Yeah, so this is your chicken piccata. Exactly. Exactly. And then for your dolce, or dolce, I don't speak Italian, we have our classic tiramisu, consisting of delicate layers of espresso-soaked ladyfingers, mascarpone cream, and cocoa powder. Oh, doesn't that sound so good? So yeah, the vibe here was like elegant Italian. And for the design, I wanted to go very fresh, very Mediterranean. So I have these lemons here. And I have this tile pattern going down the side in blues and yellows, which I just love. And then the font is all curly Q and pretty. Okay, so which of those is the vibe you want? Just a reminder, we have classic, chic, simple. We have comfort, cozy, fireside vibes. We have summertime extravaganza. And then we have Italian evening. Yeah. Okay, you like the summertime one? Okay, so is there anything you want to change about either the menu itself or the menu mock-up? Okay, it's a little too busy. Yeah. Okay, just take away some of the florals. Yeah, I can do that. And then what about the actual menu itself? Just a reminder, it's feta with pitta and vegetables, salmon and lemon, and then mixed berry pavlova. Okay, so you actually want to substitute tiramisu here? Okay, of course, no problem. So I will change that for the menu. So it's going to be feta, salmon, and tiramisu. Perfect. Okay. So, since that is the vibe we are going for, let's talk about some decor. So I think we can really lean into the summer aesthetic. Make sure it's bright and inviting and just gorgeous, of course. Okay. So let's talk about table settings first. I feel like it's the least exciting one, so let's talk about it first. I have two options for table mats. So the first one, they're sort of similar. The first one is this. I know, super bright, super colorful, but I figure if we're doing summer, we want, gorgeous, colorful, really inviting designs. So this is a super gorgeous bright yellow color, and then it has these other colors running through it, kind of in a woven pattern. We have orange, we have rainbow, we have light green, dark green, light blue, dark blue, pink, red, pink, dark blue, light blue, dark green, light green, orange. lots of stunning colors here. And then on the side, we have these little tassels, which very fun. Yeah, you can feel it, yeah. So it's pretty sturdy material. What's good about these is not that you care about cleaning up. You are not going to be the one that cleans up, but you can just throw these in the laundry. Yes, of course your maid will do that for you. That's option one. Option two, slightly similar, but a little more subdued, I think. A little more elegant, maybe. So we have, oh, this one has a spot. Okay, well, that maid is getting fired. But we have a double-sided placemat, so you can decide which side you like. I was thinking for the theme that we have, the yellow might be really pretty. I also have some other decorations that are like blue and green, so I think it would really go together if that's the vibe you want. But it is this yellow color with stitching all the way around, so it kind of creates this really pretty pattern just with the stitching. Obviously this needs to be ironed. Again, that maid is fired, but we can see this really pretty stitching and feel it. Yeah, so it's this lovely like cotton linen vibe. And then the other side, if maybe we did want to go slightly more Mediterranean or maybe slightly cozier, I think we could do this side, which is this really gorgeous red color that's in this geometric swirling pattern, and we do get still some of those pops of yellow, and it still has that stitching, but it's a little harder to see on this side, whereas I think it really comes through on the yellow side. Yeah, okay. So you can pick after I've showed you the other decor, because then you can decide kind of what goes with what. I think, in my personal opinion, which I know it doesn't matter, but in my personal opinion, I would say this yellow side goes the most with the other decor options that I have. But again, it's completely up to you, obviously. Another benefit with this one is that we do have matching napkins. So obviously the napkins match this side better. But I think they do also match this side. They're kind of the same tone family, if you know what I mean. Whereas like this is much brighter than this. You see? So it does have matching napkins. These are again like a gorgeous linen fabric, and it's in this beautiful like rust color. So if everything's getting a little too bright for you, a little too colorful, I think this could tone it down. Obviously we can get different napkins in whatever color you would like, but this is just the option I have on me because it does match the cloth. Exactly. Yeah, so those are the napkins. And then let's talk about lighting. So I have a couple options. If you want to keep it classy but kind of fun and whimsical, I have these candles. So these are this like really cute dark green candle holder. It's kind of in a flower shape, so it's kind of summery. They're just really cute. This set comes with dark green, light green, and clear. So you could put all three in the center of the table, and it wouldn't bring it too dark, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I can show you the other ones as well. I just didn't think I needed to bring all of them to this meeting, but I can show you later. And then we have these super fun twisty candles. So I love this like minty green blue. I think it would work with this really well. Like, I think these go together. But I think it's just like so whimsical. You could, of course, just do straight candles if you like the candle holder, or you could do these candles in different candle holders. We have lots of options, but I just thought these were really cute, so I wanted to show you. And then for other options for candles, we could always do just normal cup candles, right? I mean, these come in a million different colors, a million different scents. These are unscented, so I think that's good for a dinner party because you don't want, scented candles to be interrupting or affecting your enjoyment of the food. But we can also do scented candles if you would prefer, and we could put them in any color. I chose this kind of light blue because, again, it goes with some of the other decor, but we could do many colors. I would say these are slightly leaning more cozy than classy, but I think we could make them very summery as well if you wanted. And then the third option, I'm kind of going from classy to cozy. So the third option I think is the coziest. If you really wanted that like cozy, intimate, almost fireside vibe, then we could do just classic pillar candles. Again, these are unscented. And I think they give a very, like I said, cozy, intimate vibe. It would be, I think, slightly unexpected from you because you do usually throw these gorgeous lavish events. So if you did want to kind of pare it down a little bit, we could do these because they're very simple. But I was mostly thinking these if you chose the comfort food menu. But I would say since you chose the summertime menu, I think these would be the best option. I think they're whimsical while still being chic, and the colors are very summery, and like this is literally a flower that's very summery. So yeah, I would recommend these, but of course the choice is yours. Okay, let's move on to centerpieces. So I think obviously we're gonna do flowers, but I think also it might be cute since we're doing summertime to have like a bowl of fruit in the middle of the table, or if not in the middle of the table, at least somewhere in the room, just to make it feel very summery. And if your guests want to eat a piece of fruit, like that's good too. So I have two options for fruit bowls. The first one is just a basket. Isn't that so cute? I thought you might love this idea or hate this idea, but I'll tell you anyway. So I was thinking you could do like a basket of peaches or a basket of apples or an assortment, but it could be very cute and summery. Again, I think this is more cozy than classy. So if you really want to lean towards the classy vibe, then maybe we don't go this way. But still has pine cones in it from your winter party. Remember that? Yeah. So we used this at your winter party and we filled it with pine cones, if you remember. Obviously, we would take the pine cones out. We would fill it with some gorgeous peaches, like I said, nectarines, plums. Yeah, I think it could be really cute and gorgeous. But if that's not the vibe, then the other option is this. Oh, it's very heavy. It's heavy, but it's absolutely stunning. Look at this. So this is obviously proper fruit bowl. It is this gorgeous light blue in the middle, and then it is a darker kind of teal on the outside. I think that dichotomy is just so gorgeous. This is so beautifully made. And then imagine this with also like a big pile of nectarines in it. Like the colors would just be so gorgeous. We could add some bananas for some yellow. It would just be so pretty. And this with this, like you see everything goes kind of together. It's not all matchy, but it is compatible color schemes that I think scream summer. We're doing yellows, blues, light greens. Yes, exactly. Okay, you definitely like this one better, of course. Oh, I'm gonna put it down because it's very heavy. That makes sense. And then last thing I wanted to talk to you about is centerpieces. Like I said, we're gonna have flowers, so we need to decide which vase you would like. So the first option, very simple but classy, is this just clear vase with this geometric shape. So yeah, it's taller in the back, shorter in the front. And then for flowers, of course, we could do sunflowers if we really want to lean summer, or we could do tulips, hydrangeas, roses. Yeah. Yes, I will definitely, of course, get the florist to make something beautiful for you. But we don't have to choose that right now. But the other choices for vases are, we have this guy. This is, so the other one was glass, obviously. This is a ceramic in this kind of minty green color. So it is very similar to this color and the bowl color. So I think it would all go together if that's what you wanted. It's kind of a fun shape with this lip here. So yeah, we could put some really gorgeous flowers in this. And then last vase option, which I think is the most overtly summery, is this really cute little one. So this is again ceramic. It's brown on the inside. On the outside is this cream color with these really pretty painted tulips. Yeah. So they're a little bit abstract. They could be lemons or fruit, but I think they're tulips. So this would be obviously the most overtly like summertime centerpiece, but I think it does tie everything together. I think if you went with this one, it might be a little bit too much green and blue. Whereas if you went with this one, we have the yellow from this matches the yellow from this, the green from this matches the green in the candle holder, and then the blue of the candle matches the blue of the bowl. You see how it all kind of ties together? Yeah. See, I thought of everything. Okay. So, what are we thinking? We already chose the menu, but for other decor, what are you thinking? Really? I think this is the first time you've liked all of my choices. Wow. I'm gonna write this in my diary today. Okay, I'm so glad. So we're gonna do yellow, these candles, the tulip pot, and the blue bowl with fruit in it. Oh my god, it's gonna look so amazing. Do you know what flowers you're gonna want in the centerpieces? Or at least maybe what color scheme? I can tell the florist. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so go simple on the flowers because we already have kind of a lot of colors. Yeah. So whites, creams, maybe a pop of yellow. Perfect. That's gonna look so beautiful. I can't wait. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna be there. I'm not invited to your dinner party, but I will get all of this set up for you. I will tell your chef the menu we chose. I will tell the florist the flowers, and then I will order all of the decor. How many people are coming to this? Okay, 10 people. Okay, so we're gonna do a long table. Okay. Four on each side, two at the end. So I'm thinking 3 centerpieces. Yes. Okay. Perfect. I will order everything. It's gonna be so fun for you. Can't wait. I hope you have an amazing time. Okay, darling, it was so nice to see you again. I'll see you next time.